So y'all can screen. Get this going. Is that in your way?
Not at all.
What kind of problem we doing?
Oh, Tamiko done gave us this old complicated problem about appraisals using the income approach.
Okay.
So are y'all familiar with that? Like appraisals and the income approach?
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all don't be shy.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm fresh out of school though.
Well, I think everybody is.
Oh, are they?
They
They take that test of me. Okay.
No,
How long have they been out of school at Champ? How long they been out of? Well, I don't know if they went champions or not, but
So let's see. Shantae, you went to Champions, huh?
Yep.
All right, and then Adrian, you took yours online. No, Texas Business School.
Texas Real Estate
Texas
Business.
Business. Okay, and then Rhonda, where'd you take your class?
Sorry about that. Texas Real Estate School Online.
Okay, so her and Adrian did the same thing. So Rhonda, you've taken all your classes?
Huh? Keep muting. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, because I keep muting. I'm reading and listening too. No, I'm not completed with all of them, but I'm still working.
Okay, how many more you have to take?
About 3.
3 classes. All right, we're gonna get you there.
Yes, sir.
When you
I'm
taking the
finished.
next? You're taking the next class.
I'm actually working on them now. This I'm not doing them in a certain order, so I'm on one now, trying to finish it.
All right, we're gonna have Tamiko read it. What's up, Ashley? We got Ashley in the building. Ashley, I'm telling you, you got to be the #1 fan for the Facebook group because you be referring that thing. Join this Facebook group.
Huh?
I said you got to be the #1 fan for our private Facebook group because you be sending that out to getting people to join it.
Oh, okay. They're real. So they're joining.
Yeah, you be recommending them. Yeah, they be coming in.
Oh,
You got to
good.
send it out. All right. So now you know I like seeing y'all faces. I don't know why y'all act like that. Like y'all don't want to turn y'all cameras on. Y'all have ample enough time to get yourselves camera ready. I even put on a vest. Boy. All right. Let's go, Miko.
all right. Okay. All right. An appraiser uses the cost approach to determine the value of a 2-story building, 128 by 97, at 120 square feet, with 10,000 in depreciation and 27,500 lot. What is the estimate of value of the property?
All right. So whenever y'all get math problems, what's the first thing I told y'all need to do? Whenever y'all get numbers, what do y'all do?
Do the
I
formula.
like it.
Formula.
No, not the formula. First, let's look at the
Right on
numbers.
the,
No.
all right.
Write down what you
All right,
got.
so write the numbers down. Let's write the numbers down first and see what the numbers represent. So that's the first thing that y'all should do whenever y'all approach a math problem. Write the numbers down and see what the numbers represent.
Okay.
All right, so what's the first number?
It's 2-story building, so it's 128.
Well, no, don't skip over that. So 2 is a number, right?
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
All right.
See?
All right,
Okay.
so 2.
Okay.
All right, so our first number is 2. All right, and 2 represents what?
The number of stories of the building.
All right, here we go. Number of building story. All right, what's the next number?
128 by 97.
All right, so 128.
Mhm.
All right, so what does 128 represent?
How tall the building is?
Well, yeah, so let's go. Well, how tall? No,
The 2-story.
No.
Okay.
So when you see something 128 Oh, see ya, Adrian. I got this question right, by the way. Oh, she said she got it right. All right, so 128 by, whenever you see a number, something by something, what is that? You see something by something. Matter of fact, you just showed it to me. Anybody? When you see something, it says one number by another number.
Multiply.
Area of a square or rectangle.
Right. So if you see something by
Okay.
something,
Okay.
all right, so what
Is
is
length times
128?
width?
Length times width.
Mm-hmm.
So do y'all understand that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you see when you see a number by another number, that's area, right?
Uh-huh.
So area is length times width.
Okay.
So that means 128 represents what?
Length,
Length. The length of what?
the
Area.
building,
Not the building.
Area.
We're talking about area, right? Because area is a rectangle, right? So if I have a square building
mm-hmm.
and I have 2 stories, and I'm saying length times width, I'm saying the length of what? So I got my building. It has 2
It's gonna be
stories.
the height.
Well, one of them gonna be the height, but the height, no, not the height.
Oh,
Area is length times width. So it's length, width, right? So if I got a square, so that means if I'm here, length, and then this is the width, and then so this will be the length, this will be the width, and this will be the height. But we're not dealing with height,
Mm-hmm.
so we're doing length times width. So it's the length of what? If I got a 2-story building, so this is story 1, this is story 2. What's this the length of?
The first story.
Of a story,
Uh-huh. The story of the building, right?
but it's not the length of the building, it's the length of the story.
Okay, because it's 2 stories, so that's what, downstairs?
okay.
Right.
Okay,
So it's the length of the story.
okay. The first story,
Any story.
any story,
Right?
okay,
Because
okay.
are we dealing with a square building? More than likely. So if they don't give you any additional information of how the building is designed, we're gonna assume it's a rectangular building.
Okay.
So by making that assumption, every floor is the same shape, right?
Mhm.
Y'all with me?
Yes.
You know, if y'all don't have y'all cameras on, I can't see if y'all are with me, so y'all gotta talk,
Yes.
all right? All right, so 128 represents the length of what?
The stories of the building.
There we go, thank you. Who said that? Was that Rhonda?
Yes.
There we go. All right. And what's the unit? What's the unit that they're saying that 128 by 97? That's 128. Is that centimeters? Is that inches? What is that? What is it? If I put this little caret right there next to the number, what am I saying? What is that? That's what you have right there, huh?
Yes, it is.
Who knows that? If I put a number and I put this little caret next to it.
Centimeters.
So 128, and then I put that little caret. What's that little caret represent? Try to find another marker.
Times 2.
She said times 2.
It's like an
All right,
exponent,
so
right?
how do we measure property? How do we measure land? Like what unit should y'all always be hearing?
Square footage.
Square feet.
All right, so
Square feet?
y'all hear square feet.
Uh-huh.
Y'all hear square feet,
Uh-huh.
right? All right. Square means what? Squared. If something's
Okay.
squared, what does that mean? If it's squared.
4 sides?
No.
Okay, I don't know. Oh, square,
Squared.
Okay,
Squared,
yeah.
So if something's squared, we're saying typically is what?
Multiplied?
Multiplied.
Uh-huh.
All right. So if we got squared feet, that's multiplied what? What's been multiplied if we got squared feet? If we got squared feet, what unit has been multiplied?
Mhm. The length.
Squared feet.
Oh,
The
What
feet,
unit?
oh.
Feet, thank you.
the feet.
So the feet have been multiplied. All right. So that means 128 with this little caret. What does this caret represent? What units?
Square feet.
Not squared,
Oh.
because remember it's times. Look, what's this? What's this right here? What math thing? What math thing is that in between the 128? 128x 97. What does the x mean?
Multiplied.
Multiply.
Yes.
Or in other words, what we say times?
Uh-huh.
Times. All right.
Okay.
So if this would be 128
Mm-hmm.
times
Mhm.
97.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And if squared feet is feet squared
Mm-hmm.
or feet or times feet, then that means when I have one little caret,
Mm-hmm.
what unit is that? If this is 128 times 97 and squared feet is feet times, what is this unit and this unit? Anybody?
Thank you. 'Cause you keep looking at me like.
I don't overthink it.
Okay.
All right, so Stefan says square yards. No. Now listen to what I'm saying. All right. We said square feet. Right? So y'all seen that.
Mhm.
Y'all seen it like this as well.
Right.
Is that correct?
Yeah,
All right. All right. And most of the problems that y'all are talking about as it relates to buildings and land, a lot of times it's in square feet when they're talking about how much square footage.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, we said this equals, we said feet times. Is that what we said? Is that what we said? And times, another way to do times is x, because that's multiplication.
Mhm.
Is that what we all said?
That's what we're saying.
Is that what we saying? My cameras off, people?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. All right. So now, if we're saying feet squared, squared feet equals feet times, if I have a number here, this is a unit, times number here, this is the same unit. I got two of these units are the same and they're being timed. What do y'all think this unit is?
Feet? Yes. Huh?
Feet.
Okay.
Square feet. Square feet. Feet times feet. Feet times feet equals square feet.
Okay.
Y'all with me?
Yeah.
Feet times feet equals feet times. So this is feet. So whenever y'all see that little caret, that little caret at the next to the number is feet. All right, y'all with me?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so now I'm not gonna throw y'all off too crazy, but when you see two little carets, what unit is that? Do y'all know? Nah, y'all don't know that one.
What is it?
That's inches.
Okay.
So when you see the little two lines, that's inches. When you see the one line, that's feet. All right. We all on the same page? What's
Okay.
up, Terry? Ernest in the building? Let's go. We going over the math problem.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. All right, so now let's jump back here. 128 is the length of a story of the building, and what's the units that it's in?
97?
Units.
Oh,
What's the units that this 128 is? We got one caret,
It's in feet.
one little line, next to feet. It's in feet. So this is 120, the length of this story is 128 feet. Y'all with me? It's
Yes.
128 feet. All right. All right, so now what does the 97 represent with the little caret?
97.
width.
That's the width. That's the width of what?
Square feet.
Stories of the building.
Of the story of the building. All right, and that's in what units?
Feet.
Feet. Now, why am I spending all this time going over units with y'all? What was our issue last time about being able to solve the problem? The numbers had to all have the same what? If we're gonna do any kind of mathematical equation with them, they all had to have the same what? Like could we add percentages and dollar signs?
No,
Could we multiply percentages and dollar signs?
we had to make them all the same.
They ought to be the same.
Uh-huh.
So that means if we're gonna do anything with these numbers, the units, we gotta know what the units are for each number, determine if we can do anything mathematically with it. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Okay, so what's my next number? So we got the number 2 represents the number of building stories.
Okay.
128 represents the length of a story of the building. 97 feet represents the width of the story of the building.
Okay.
All right, what else we have?
And so, that's at $120, per square feet.
All right, so 120 equals what?
120,
Represents,
oh,
what does it represent?
the square footage?
Nope. You said it. So what does it say? 120 what?
Square feet.
$120.
Dollars. $120
Oh.
Per square feet.
per square foot.
Uh-huh.
All right. So 120 represents the amount of dollars for every 1 square foot. Right?
Mhm.
Y'all saw what I just did?
Mhm.
120 represents the amount of dollars per every 1 square foot. Okay? So when you see this, whatever the number is, whenever you see that,
Oh, yeah.
what you're actually seeing is that's what you're actually seeing. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
So whenever y'all see that in a book like this, dollar whatever this number is, it could be 10, 15, 1,000, 1,000,000. It's just saying this is how many dollars per 1 square foot of the property that you're dealing with.
Okay, yeah.
All right?
Mhm.
All right. So now, all right, so we got 2 represents the number of building stories. 128 feet represents the length of a story of a building. 97 feet represents the width of a story of a building. 120 represents the amount of money for every 1 square foot of the property. All right, what's next?
Okay. With 10,000 in depreciation,
All right, so 10,000 what?
$10,000 in
There
depreciation.
you go. All right, $10,000 in depreciation. All right, so who knows what depreciation is?
The value
Just the
drop
wear and tear,
from
the,
the original,
Say it again. Say it again, Rhonda.
the value dropped from the
what's that?
original over time.
All right, so the value dropped from the original price over time.
Yes.
All right, what you saying, Rico?
I was saying same.
A loss in property value?
Okay, so yeah, so that's the amount. So 10,000 represents how much the value of the property has fallen
Mhm.
since they originally purchased the property. Y'all with me on that?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what kind of things cause depreciation?
Economic opulence, right? Or physical?
Say it again.
Oh,
Okay, so condition, not taking care of the condition of the property and it's just deteriorating,
Mhm.
right? So that causes depreciation. What else causes depreciation?
economic opulence,
Economic factors,
yeah.
right? So the market adjusted. No buyers, nobody's interested in that kind of property no more at this particular time. Or nobody's interested in being in that area, that location. So all of those, so there's a number of things that could affect, that could make properties depreciate or what?
Appreciate.
Appreciate.
Appreciate. And appreciate means what's happening in value.
Going up.
Going up. All right. Okay, so in this particular situation, this property has gone down in value by how much?
$10,000.
You listening?
I'm listening.
All right, $10,000. All right, so what else we got? We got any more numbers?
Yes, we do. And $27,500 lot.
Okay. $27,500. All right, and that represents what? What does the 27,500 represent?
Did she say the lot, the property that the building is on?
Okay, yes. So that the value, that's said lot value, right?
No, it just says lot.
So read the whole thing again.
Okay, it's with $10,000 in depreciation and a $27,500 lot.
All right. So what does that mean? If somebody says, oh, that's a $27,500 lot. What are they really saying?
The cost.
Because you're going to hear that. Say it
That's
again.
the land.
Oh,
That's the land that the
Yeah,
building
but what
is on.
about the land? Right, but what about it though?
That's the
That's
value.
a $50,000 lot. Huh?
That's the value of the lot. So just if the building wasn't there, then the building price wouldn't be there, it'd just be that for the lots.
Yes, absolutely. Value. It's saying that's how valuable that land is.
They're considered unimproved.
No, period.
Oh, okay.
Right? So whenever you have a property, you got the land
Mhm.
and then you have the building on top of it. They're two separate things. Right.
Okay.
So even when you look at the tax records, when you guys start going to HCAD and looking at tax records, you're going to see a value for the land and you're going to see the value for the improvement. So you're always going to see that. So in this particular scenario, the land value is what?
$27,500.
Right.
Mhm.
Yes. So that's what this represents.
So that's just land alone, just
Yes.
dirt.
Just dirt.
Okay.
This is the value of the land. Okay, so now when we're quoting value of a property, if I said, how valuable is my house? Oh, are we including land value in there when we quote a client a number? So if a person comes to me and says, Michael, what's my house worth? Am I taking in consideration how much that value of that lot is?
no,
Yes.
no.
It should be all one number.
Say no. Huh?
It should be all one number. So yes, you would take
Okay,
into
it's
consideration.
Easy.
So Rhonda says yes. Nico says
Yes,
yes.
yes.
Shante says no.
Wait, I'm gonna go with everybody else.
All right, well here, look, this I'm finna get them though, Shante. Why do I include that?
Um,
Why do I
Because it's-
include it, Rhonda?
Because it's included at the appraisal district. I don't know. Let me think.
Come on, Miko. Why do I include it? Why do I include that number in my value of the property? Look at it. Why are you looking at the book?
No,
It
'cause
ain't-
I wanna
it ain't
know the
gonna tell you in
answer.
that book.
Oh, okay.
Look.
Okay, if they have to
it's-
replace it, they would include it, right? If the house has to be replaced, would they include that? Right?
Well, okay, yeah, so when I say a property, I'm saying, I'm including the land and the improvement.
Okay,
So with, that's a term, you're gonna hear us talk about, oh, how much is that building worth? How much is that house worth? How much is it? Although they're saying how much is the house worth, they're really saying how much is the entire property. So
Mhm.
the land,
Including the
including the
land.
building,
Okay.
okay.
how much is all of that,
Okay.
right? Because we can't just buy a building.
Okay.
I mean, you can,
Mhm.
but nobody's doing that, right? Most of the value in property is found in the land anyway.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So the transactions, the transacting, the going back and forth is going to be the land and the building. That's what people want. They want the land and the building,
Mhm.
right? So in this particular instance, the land is valued at 27,500. Okay.
So we,
All right. What other numbers we have?
okay, and that's pretty much the last number, so
All
that,
right.
okay.
So this is what we got. We got 2, which represents the number of building stories. We have 128 feet, which represents the length of a story of the building. 97 feet, which represents the width of a story of the building. 120, which represents the amount of money for every 1 square foot of the building. And $10,000, which represents how much the value of the property has decreased. And then 27,500, which represents the value of the land. All right, so we got everything covered. All right. What is it that we trying to find out?
We are trying to find out what is his estimate of value of the property.
Of the property.
Mhm.
All right, so now, what does the property include?
The
The land
value
and
of the
the-
land? The,
The land
Say it
and the
again,
building.
Rhonda.
The land and the
Land and
building.
the building. That's important.
mhm.
Remember? So property, when you hear that term, because you're gonna hear that, property equals land plus building. So they want to know the value of the property, which will include
Mhm.
what?
The land and the building.
And the building.
Mhm.
All right. So now,
So we have to figure out,
what do we have to figure out? Now, what do we have already?
we have the number of buildings,
Stories.
number of stories, I'm sorry.
Mhm.
The 2 was confusing because I know they're gonna do something with that too somewhere. And we had the 128 feet, which is the length of the story of the building.
Mhm.
We have 97 feet,
Mhm.
which is the width of the story of the building.
Mhm.
And then we have $120, which is the amount of money for every 1 square foot.
Mhm.
Okay. I need to tell you that other stuff as well.
No.
Okay.
So really what I want to
That's
know
all.
is for this right here, because they're asking for the value of the property
Correct.
and the property equals land plus building.
Mhm.
So what do we already have here as it relates to value? What number do we already have?
27,500.
Which represents what?
The value of the land.
So that will go where on this formula?
That would go where the land is. $27,500 and $27,500.
All right.
Okay.
So, and we need to add that number to what?
The building
Value.
value. Okay.
All right. So to find the answer of the question, what are we actually trying to find out?
The building value?
How much the value of the building?
Uh-huh.
What's the building value?
Uh-huh.
So y'all understand that? What are we actually trying to find out? If we're trying to find out the value of the property, what are we really trying to find out?
The value of the building, because we already have the value of the property, so we need the value of the building and add those two together.
Right. So you mean land, Rhonda, because you said we already had a value of the property. No, we're
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
find the value of the property. Yeah, so we already had a value of the land, so we need to find the value of the building. All right. Does anybody know how to solve this problem before I do it? And why I answer the phone, my wife called. Who can answer? Hello? Girl, you over there killing it, girl. All right, now you know I'm in the middle of study hard over it. I am studying. Hold on. Say it again, just so my students can get back at you. What you just say?
I said you're not studying.
Now y'all get on it, y'all.
You teach,
Look at
And he doing more teaching than studying.
teaching.
teaching. You hear me?
Oh, okay. All right.
All right. Bye. All right. Who know how to solve this?
I know part.
Come on, y'all. Once we figure out the value of the building, then we'll have the answer to the question, right? Because all we gotta do is just add that to 27.5. So who knows how to come up with the value of the building with all the information that we have?
You multiply 128 feet times 97 feet
Okay.
times the number of stories of the building, which
Okay.
is 2. So you multiply those 3 together.
Okay. Now let's take it piece by piece.
Okay.
All right. When I multiply 128 feet by 97 feet,
Mm-hmm.
what is that going to give me?
The size of the whole area,
It gives us the size
first
of the
floor.
area of
one area of one
the
area.
floor, of a story. All right, so that gives us the area of how many stories?
2.
Of one, and the, of one
One
story?
Oh, yeah.
One story, right? Because it's,
One
because it's the length and the width. That's just of one story.
Okay.
All right. So when we multiply that together, what number do we come up with?
128. We come with 12,416
12,416
feet.
Say it again.
12,416 feet.
Say it one more time. Because remember, we're doing feet times feet, which will give us. If we do feet
Oh,
times feet, that gives us
squared.
squared what?
Squared feet.
So this is
Oh, okay,
12,416.
square feet. Uh-huh.
Okay, there we
Gotcha,
go.
gotcha.
Okay, now, you live in a house?
Yes.
What's your living area? What would I say? If I want to know the size of,
The square footage of my home?
that's what I would say, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Yes.
so I would say, the size of this story is 12,416 feet.
Right.
I would say it's 12,416
Square feet.
square feet.
Yeah.
Just like at your house,
Right.
you would say my house is 2,500 square
Gotcha.
feet.
Gotcha.
So you see how we come up with square feet.
Gotcha.
All right.
Yes.
Because all we did was we took your house
Uh-huh.
and we took the length and the width
Right.
and multiplied them together.
Yes.
That's how we come up with
Got
that
my area.
2,500.
Uh-huh.
Boom. And now that's in square feet.
That's it.
All right, so
Okay.
y'all understand that, right? Like when you're
Yes.
talking about where you live, your livable areas, we say square feet. What's your square footage? Your client's gonna be like, hey, what's the square footage of the house?
Mm-hmm.
The living area, square footage. That's how we come up with square footage because we're multiplying length times width. Square footage.
Mhm.
Y'all with me? Nod
Yes.
your heads. My people that's got their lights, their cameras off, y'all gotta talk to me.
Yes,
Talk.
yeah.
All right. So the size of how, so this is the size of how many stories?
One,
12,004,
One.
that's the
One.
size. All right, so the size of one story is what? Say it back to me. What's the size of one story?
16.
16
Square
what?
feet.
Square feet. All right, I gotta hear it.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so, all right, so now we see why we first need to multiply 128 times 97. So we can get the area of this one story.
Mhm.
All right, so now what did they say was the next thing you multiplied it by?
By the number of stories, number
Which
of
was-
building, 2.
Which was 2.
Uh-huh.
All right, y'all see what we just did?
Yes.
Why are we multiplying this by 2?
because it's two
Because it's
stories.
2 stories. Uh-huh.
Because it's 2 stories. Because if we're gonna take the entire building into consideration,
Mhm.
we gotta do what? Multiply by both stories,
Mhm.
all right? So, multiply this number. So is the building 12,416 square feet?
No.
The building, huh?
No.
No,
Mhm.
no, it's not. All right, so how big is the building? What's the square footage of the building?
24.
12,416 square feet. That's-
That's
hold
what I'm
on.
saying. Hold on,
Okay.
time out, hold
All right.
on. All right, is the building size 12,416 square feet? The building?
No.
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 Uh-uh.
All right, so now, tell me what the building size is though.
We don't know that yet.
How can we find it?
24,832.
We have to multiply by the number of square feet that we already, the area, by the number of building stories. So
Which
by
is-
2.
And that number is,
Okay, I gotta figure it out now.
No, I think somebody else-
Oh, sorry.
24,832.
say it again?
$24,832.
Excuse me, 24,832 what?
32.
32
Square.
what?
Right. Square
What?
feet. Square feet?
Square feet. I'll make y'all say it.
Okay.
Okay, so the building size is how much?
24,000
The
building, right?
The total building size is how many square feet?
24,832 square feet.
Absolutely. So if right here, I'm looking at a building across, they about to build this Timmy Chan. I don't know why they put the Timmy Chan right there. But they
Uh-huh.
about to build this Timmy Chan, and if we say, how big is that building? If we were coming back with a number,
Uh-huh.
oh, it's 24,832 square feet. So that's how you connect it,
Right.
all right? So now we got this 2-story building that we're looking at. We're saying, how big is that building? Oh, that building is 24,832 square feet. So now we've included the entire size of the building. All right, we on the same page,
And some would forget to add that too, possibly.
which
you
is
know?
what I did.
Yeah,
Remember I did it, I was like, oh, I figured out what I did
Yeah.
wrong.
yeah,
When I saw it the first time, I didn't
right.
double that number.
So that's why you were saying, put all the numbers out there so
Gotta
we'll
put
know
the numbers
exactly what, okay,
Gotta put all the numbers.
got you. All
All right,
right.
so now we got the total size of the building. Now, do y'all know how to solve the rest of the question? We just want to know what the value of the building is.
Yes.
So can somebody solve that now that we know the size of the building?
Well, we have to add now the amount of the land, which is $27,500
Right.
plus
We're adding that to what?
to the building. To the,
Is this in dollars?
that's not, no, but I haven't talked about the building yet. Okay, so we have to convert that to
Yeah,
dollar, okay.
Right,
Gotcha.
if we're gonna add dollars.
Gotcha.
we gotta-
We can't
Can't
add
add
dollar and
dollars
a
to
square.
square foot.
Okay,
All
gotcha.
right, so
Huh.
who knows what to do with this to where we can solve our problem?
We're gonna
You're gonna
multiply.
multiply.
Okay, you know.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, you can go ahead, Rhonda.
You gotta multiply by the 120,
Okay,
because that's how
So
much
now
each
we're
square feet is.
why are we multiplying this number by the one?
Because
What are
that's
we in
how much-
essence doing?
That's how much it is per square foot.
First, that's how much wood it is.
How much the
they charge $120 per square foot, right? No?
Not a charge.
Hold on.
Oh, well.
It's not a charge.
The dollar, oh, well,
Oh, that's how much the appraiser is actually. Use the cost.
what is that called?
I don't know. I don't know.
So what is
That's
that? If I say, because that's
Is
something.
this
you're
something
gonna
the
see.
appraiser is doing?
No, that's something you're gonna see. You're gonna say, wow, you know. All right, before I answer it, who thinks they can answer that? What is the $120 per square foot is representing what?
The value of the
The
building.
value.
Okay,
That's true. That's exactly what it's representing. But it's representing it in a ratio.
Yes,
So what it's saying is that building, the value of that building for every 1 square foot,
Mhm.
it's worth $120. So every single square foot in that building is worth $120.
Okay.
All right. Y'all got that?
Mhm.
yeah,
Because you're gonna be talking to clients and they're gonna want to know what are houses selling for in my neighborhood, or houses are selling, or what are houses valued at in my neighborhood. Oh, they're $50 a square foot, or they're selling for $200 a square foot. Like, you're gonna hear that terminology, and that's what they're saying. So now that's something that you can have in common. If I got 10 houses and I say, well, what are the values in this area? Oh, they're $200 a square foot. Now, does it matter what the square footage is? Do I need to know the square footage to measure or to compare all of those houses?
yeah,
I don't.
you know?
No, I don't really, because I'm saying in this area, houses sell for $200 a square foot. So now, if I got $1,000 house, I got a 1,000 square foot house, I got a 2,000 square foot house. Well, yeah, they're gonna have two different numbers,
Mhm.
but the ratio is the same for all of them.
Mhm.
Y'all understand what I'm saying?
Okay,
Y'all understand?
yes,
No? You understand, Rhonda?
yes,
Rhonda
sir.
understand. Chantel, you
yes, I got it.
We got
understand?
it. I got it. You don't look at me like that. Stop looking at me like that.
All right. Okay. All right. So we know. All right. So why are we multiplying $120 by 24,832? Why are we doing that?
Because it's
On the value of the building.
that's the number of stories the number of the building stories. You had to do it by 2
Mhm.
because it's 2 stories.
Right.
Okay.
So this represents what? The 24,832 represents the
Square footage of the building.
square footage,
Uh-huh.
right? All right. So now that we have the total square footage,
Right.
if we want to know the total value
That's
of what
multiplied.
24,832 square feet represents, then we're multiplying it by 120, because 120 is how much each square foot is valued at.
Right.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So now, when we do that multiplication, what number do we come up with?
$29,798.40.
It ain't 29,000.
No? Okay.
That ain't 29,000.
2,000,979,840.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
It ain't 29,000. So what is it?
2,979,840
$840.
dollars.
All right. So what does $2,979,840 represent?
The
The
amount
The
of the property.
property. The amount of
The
property.
value of what?
The property.
property.
Is it the property?
The building, the value, the total
The
value.
building?
Oh,
Oh, we still haven't added the property. You're right, my bad. We
Oh.
just
Ain't
did the
that the
building.
land? All right, so $2,979,840 dollars represents how much what cost or is valued at?
The building.
The building. We talking about this one-story Timmy Chan building right here? What building we talking about?
Okay.
What building we talking about is worth $2,979,840?
That 24,832 square feet building.
That's the building we talking about. That has how many stories?
Two.
A two-story rectangular building that has a width of 128 feet by 97 feet is worth $2,979,840. All right, so are we done? Have we answered our question?
Nope.
All
No,
right, so what do we need to do? What do we need to do next then?
minus the depreciation.
Look at you, Shantae. I was gonna try to trick y'all. I was gonna try to trick you. And you ain't even let me trick you. You better go on ahead. You better go on ahead. All right, y'all see what she did?
Mm-hmm.
What she do?
Subtract.
So is this, okay, so is this accurate then? Is this a true number? This is what the value of that building is? Is this number what the value of that building is?
No,
Shantae say no. What do you say?
And not till you added depreciation.
So the answer is no. What do you say, Rhonda? Is
No.
$2,979,840? Is that how much, what the value of that building is?
No, because we need to subtract the depreciation. That's just-
Good. All right. All right. So now when we subtract 10,000 because of the depreciation, what number do we have now?
2,969 and 40. I don't know if I said it right.
$2,969,840.
40. Yeah.
Boom. Dollar sign. All right. Now, is this how much the property costs?
Nope,
It's not.
no.
So what do we need to this? Okay, so now $2,969,840 represents how much what costs?
The building.
Building.
The building. Because we've now taken in our depreciation. All right, but for us to find out how much the property costs, which is what the question is asking, what do we need to do now?
Add the value of the land. now to that.
All right, and how much was now, can we do that, Tamiko? Because can we add this number and that number together?
Yeah, they're both numbers.
They're
I
both
mean,
numbers.
they're both
And
dollars.
they're both dollars.
Uh-huh.
So they both got the same number, got the
Yes.
same unit. We can do some math to them. All right. So now somebody add 2,969,840 plus 27,500. What do we got?
$2,997,340. Right.
I say that again. 2 million. How much?
$997,340.
All right. So we're saying the value of the property is $2,997,340. And that's the value taking everything into consideration, right?
Yes.
How many stories the building is, what's the length of the stories, what's the width, looking at a value of $120 per each square foot, with including a $10,000 depreciation sitting on a lot valued at $27,500. We're saying the value of that property is $2,997,340. Tamiko, is that the right answer?
Yes.
That is the correct answer. All right. All right, so how do y'all feel about that problem? Okay, so now give me some takeaways on methods on how y'all should approach these math problems.
Mm.
What should y'all do?
Write down all the numbers.
Write
Right.
down all the numbers. All right, and then after you write all the numbers down, what should you do?
Write down formulas?
Mm-mm.
No?
We'll
After you
figure
got
out
the
what they're
numbers,
asking, right?
say it again.
Figure out what they're asking me or determine what they're asking.
Hold on, before you get to that point,
Okay.
once you write the numbers down, so I can write 2, 128, 97, 120. Does they mean anything? Or I'm just writing them on the paper.
Need to know what each number represent. As far as like.
There we go. There we go, Rhonda. Yes. So you write the number down and then you write down what the number represents. And we need to know that because that matters. Because if we have numbers that have different units, can we do math with those numbers? Can we add them together? Can we subtract them? Can we multiply those numbers?
We must make them the same.
Let's make them the same.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right, so now we write the number down, we write what the numbers represent, including the units,
Mm-hmm.
and then what do we do? Shantae, you said it earlier. What do we do?
We're determining what the question is asking us.
Figure out what the question is asking. The best way to do it is underline it, underline the question. Like, this is what I'm trying to figure out. This is what this question is asking. This right here, underline it. All right. Now, once you got the numbers, once you know what they mean, once you know what the question is asking, then at that point, you can start looking for some formulas. See if there's some formulas. See if based off of the information that you have, if there's some particular formulas that you can utilize to solve that problem. Okay? And then once you've done that, once you got your numbers, you know what they mean, you know what the question's asking, you've identified it, or you look for any formulas that you can utilize, then what do?
Start solving the problem.
Yep. You gotta start solving it. You gotta start solving it, right? All right, so now this is where people get tripped up with math though. They skip them first 4 steps. They see the problem and then they start trying to solve it. And they don't know. They're like, here's the problem. All right, I'm gonna try to start figuring this out. And, you know. Look, it's funny now, but that's what y'all been doing.
That's what I did.
And they be wondering, like, I don't get it. This is crazy. I hate math. I'm not doing any of it. All right, that's because you're skipping all the other steps. So you gotta write the numbers. You gotta read the problem, look for the numbers, determine what the numbers mean, underline what the question is asking, identify if there's any formulas you can utilize, then begin trying to solve it. All right, was this helpful?
Yes.
Kudos, it was wonderful.
Come on, man, we out here getting it.
It
All right,
was.
so y'all got some homework. I'm gonna give y'all some homework.
Okay.
All right. Tamiko has a problem, another problem that she gave me. I want all of y'all to work on this problem. But let me tell you what I'm looking for. I don't care if you get the answer right or not. I care about the method that we just talked about. So I want to see you writing down, identifying the numbers. I want you to identify what they mean in their units. I want you to underline the question. I want you to try to see if there's any particular formulas that you can use. And then I want you to solve it. But I promise you, the only thing that I'm really caring about is the first 4 steps.
Okay.
All right. So now, Tamiko, y'all gonna have to write the question though. What's the question, Tamiko?
Okay, the answer is, the question is, Mark purchased a home for $150,000. He had
You know what? I'm gonna type it in the chat while she talks. All right,
Okay.
go start over.
Mark purchased a home for $150,000.
Hold on. Purchased a home for $150,000. So
Mhm.
Mark purchased a home for $150,000. All right.
He had an 80% LTV.
All right, period. He had an 80% 80% LTV,
Okay.
period.
He paid off $42,000
He paid off $42,000
of his purchase mortgage.
of his purchase mortgage. All right.
He is selling the house
He is selling the house
for $179,000.
for $179,000.
How much
Yeah.
equity,
How much equity
does he have?
does he have? All right, Mark purchased a home for $150,000. He had an 80% LTV. He paid off $42,000 of his purchase mortgage. He is selling the house for $179,000. How much equity does he have? Question mark. Boom. All right, I put that in the chat. That's your homework. What am I looking for?
Or methods,
Methods.
writing down.
Methods.
Mhm.
Yes.
You're
I mean,
looking for
that's
that
what
more than
I'm
the
looking
answer,
on the
correct
national
answer.
Yeah, I don't care about the answer.
Right.
What'd you say?
I said I had a question just like this on the national.
Boom.
Ah.
So now you're gonna get it right.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Now you're gonna get it right.
This was good. This is great.
All right. That's it. So can I go home now?
Okay.
On Thursday evening, can I go home to my house, my family,
Okay.
my kids?
Bye.
Y'all have any other questions? Everybody good?
Instagram.
Yes, we're good.
Good. All right. Y'all enjoy y'all evening. Let me know if y'all need anything.
Okay.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good night.
Make sure y'all get that question before I log off.
Okay, I got it.
You got it? All
Yes.
right, Ronnie, you got the question? All right, she gone. Monica, you got it? She gone too. All right, Ernest, you got it? What's going on, Ernest, man? I ain't seen you in a minute, brother. Oh, he ain't done. Okay. All right, y'all have a good day. I'll
You
talk
too.
to you later.
It really helps a lot, writing this stuff down, writing the numbers down, making sure everything is alike. That really helps out a lot because I do look at a math problem and just kind of,
Just start,
you know, you